KOSPI fell 4.46% Monday to 6,516.27, its steepest one-day drop this summer, and brokerages just cut their floor call to 6,000. SK Hynix ADR buying hit $520 million in a single week, even as the local stock slides. And Korea's pension money just did something rare. DB balances shrank, while DC and IRP plans absorbed 62 trillion won in 6 months. 3 signals, 1 story. Money is moving fast today. It's Tuesday, July 21st. Here's what investors are watching in Korea today. Semiconductor weakness and Middle East tensions hit Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix hardest, both closing down more than 4% Monday. The rout triggered back-to-back sell-side circuit breakers on KOSPI and KOSDAQ, the second such pause in 2 trading days. At the same time, 6 months of pension inflows quietly moved away from company-run DB plans towards self-directed DC and IRP accounts. Here's what the numbers show. KOSPI dropped 4.46% to 6,516.27, and KOSDAQ fell 5.33% to 749.64. Both triggering sell-side circuit breakers for a second straight session. Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix each fell more than 4%, and this marked KOSPI's 20th sell-side CAR of the year. Brokerages have cut their KOSPI floor call to 6,000, the lowest projected level this year. Retirement pension assets hit 553.9 trillion won, about $374 billion in the first half. Up 57.1 trillion won as DB balances shrank for the first time on a half-year basis. DC and IRP plans absorbed 61.7 trillion won combined, roughly $42 billion, already 21.5% ahead of last year's full-year gain. Domestic investors net bought $520 million of SK Hynix ADR shares in 1 week, the second largest U.S. stock purchase after a leveraged semiconductor ETF. So what does this mean for investors? Earlier, we flagged the 6,000 floor. If selling continues Tuesday, that's the level to watch before any bounce. The pension shift toward DC and IRP means more self-directed capital is entering markets directly, so retail demand for ETFs and blue chips may keep rising even as DB inflows fade. And watch Kakao Mobility's ADR plan. Regulators are treating it as a parent subsidiary dual listing, not a cross-listing like SK Hynix, so expect a slower, disclosure-heavy path. That's today's AI Prism, Markets Daily. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a WANEFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.